if you are a conscious being, which most likely you are because you're watching this video, you know that society is designed to keep human beings backwards, to keep them in their lust, to keep them in degeneracy, right? Once something happens in your life, something bad happens, right? You've been tested by a person, you've been tested by the world. And these tests, they're not, oh, this is not like a mini test, right? It's difficult. It's like mental battle. You're facing your demons in your mind, and there's no one else that you can ask for help. And you can, but you're just dealing with yourself. I get that feeling, my bro. I understand you, right? Because I've been going through the same sort of process for the last few weeks, because I've been trying to undo the program that has been put onto me by society. And now I've been reading books, and I've been implementing methods of like journaling and letting go on how to really transcend from those low vibrational emotions. Once you understand that this society has not prepared you for facing difficulty, and I'm going to teach you how to face that, because I'm here to teach you what society hasn't taught you. What is it that society wants you to do? What have you been programmed to believe in once a negative thought comes up? You've been told to either suppress it or repress it. And I'm going to tell you the definitions of both. Suppression is you consciously suppressing that feeling, as in you're consciously hiding that feeling from showing to other people. Repression, on the other hand, is unconscious, right? And you're unconsciously putting that emotion at the back of your mind so it doesn't come up again, because you're so uncomfortable with dealing with it. And repression is the most dangerous one. But when you look at suppression, I know sometimes when you're outside with your friends and shit, you need to suppress some of the emotions. You don't want to be that person that's always crying with their friends and always, or always emotional. There needs to be some sort of regulation for that, right? But at the same time, you need to think to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to hold on to these negative emotions, because you need to know, and this is very important, please listen to me when I say this. You need to know that every single thing at the back of your mind, when you're thinking of a negative thought and you're talking to someone, they can feel that energy off of you, because this is a game of pure vibrational frequency. They can feel the energy. When you're being battle tested right now, when the world is testing your character, when the world is testing how you will persist throughout this challenge of life, this is something to be grateful for. Because every time people have told you, oh, but I'm very uncomfortable with dealing with these thoughts, it's very hard. You know what it's doing to you right now? It's hardening your mind. It's making you more stronger in order to deal with what comes. And I want to tell you something else as well, which is quite exciting. If you set an intention, right? Let's say I make an intention to make this amount of money. Let's say I make an intention to I want to have a family by this age. I want to do this thing. Once I set that intention, there's going to be tests in order to see if I have the character to possess that thing, right? So what will happen is, let's say I want to marry this girl, for example, right? And life will throw me tests. Oh, she's not responding to this. She's so withdrawn from me. She's so this. But as the masculine, you need to be unperturbed by any of these sort of impulses that come up to you. Let's say for YouTubers, right? What they have is, oh, I want to have this certain milestone. I want to get the 100K plaque. I want to get 1 million subscribers. On that journey to 1 million subscribers, it's not going to be like you're just growing like this, right? It's going to be this. What that basically means is your life is taking the path of least resistance. In order for that thing to happen, listen to me when I say this, in order for your goals to be reached, you need to have those down moments, because those are the moments that help you get back up and get back down again. Oh shit, get back up. And then ultimately you will reach your goal. So without the tough moments, there would be no goal. There would be no achievement of success. So be grateful that you're even going through the process of tests, because if you're not, then you would just falter in your character, and you wouldn't even get the thing that you were looking for in the first place. So here's what I want you to do when you're dealing with a very negative emotion that comes up to you. First of all, what we used to do was, we used to think, oh, this is because society programmed it this way, right? We used to think, oh, no, I don't want that thought. Replace it with a new one. Replace it with a good one. Oh, I got the thought of eating this sweet. Oh, no, replace it with pets. Random thoughts. But now what we instead need to do is, let's say we get a very difficult thought, right? Something dark that happened in the past. And it's, you know, when you get a thought and your physiology just starts changing, you just start getting more drawn in. You get put into survival, because this is how humans are designed, right? Once you get that thought, I want you to be observant of that thought. Think of it as, okay, I'm having this thought. Don't be the thoughts, be the observer. Be like, okay, I'm getting the thoughts, and don't even question it. Just ask yourself, can I accept the fact that I'm having this thought? Yes. Just accept the thoughts that comes up. But at the same time, you don't want to internalize it inside of you. What you need to do instead is separate the thought from the feeling. So let's say I get the thought of, oh, this guy, when I was playing football, he didn't pass to me, I hate him. And the thought of it is anger or frustration. I'm not going to look at the thoughts, I'm going to look at the feeling. So I'm going to be like, oh, anger and frustration. Am I okay with feeling this? Yes. I don't need to do anything. I don't need to go and smash up something. But I just need to sit here and go through the process of going through that anger by sitting down, right? This is how it should be. This is how you need to deal with your thoughts. You need to accept it fully in order to change it. Because if you don't accept your current situation, this present moment, this can't be changed. So don't try to change the present moment, but accept the fact that this is the life that you're living right now, right? Don't be like, oh, I would like to live. Yeah, cool. We all have aspirations, but just stick to where you are right now. Accept the fact you're here, and then from that acceptance, see where you want to go from there. Because if you desire things where you're not in a place of gratitude, but you're in a place of scarcity, you want something, right? You're not gonna get it, because the universe can feel the wanting energy of you. You can feel you're needy. If you're needy for money, you're not gonna have money. If you're needy for a goal, you're not gonna get the goal. It's as simple as the world works. You don't need to be needy for something. You just need to have the intent of having that thing and act as if you already have that thing. If I could summarize a message in a sentence, I just said it, but you will get battle tested for your whole life, right? This is not a journey of, oh, sunshine and butterflies. But at the same time, you know, you don't need to keep this negative perception of the world that the world is harsh. Oh, I'm such a victim. Because I've seen myself that I struggle with this mindset where I act like a victim when something bad happens in my life, right? I'm not a perfect person. Sometimes something happens. I'm like, oh, it's this thing's fault that this happened. Or it's this thing's fault that I'm feeling this way. I'm giving that thing my control. If I say it's the weather's fault, it's so cold that I can't even go outside. It's raining, it's the rain's fault. I'm giving the rain the power. I'm giving the weather the power in order to control my internal state. My internal state needs to be unperturbed by anything. Even if there's excitement going, if there's a party going on, if there's someone doing some weird shit, if there's people are going to be sapping for your attention. But as long as you guard it and you focus on the thing that you want to, that's how you're going to achieve most of what you aspire for. I know these tests are difficult to deal with, my bro. I understand you. I get you completely. You know, believe me, I've been through this for weeks. I've been through this for even the past few years where you're in this state of, oh, it feels, you know what? If I could word it properly in my own definition, it feels like one of the athletes. You're just before like a match, right? You're just there with your head down and shit like that. It feels like that to me when I'm dealing with difficult situations. I understand you. I fully understand what you're going through right now, and I would love to help you, right? So that's why I'm making these videos. And thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.